What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Movie X Hicks, and this is going to be the review of Space Jam: New Legacy coming up right after this. So, Space Jam. Now, like a lot of other reviewers that's reviewing this movie, I grew up on Space Jam, the original Space Jam with Michael Jordan, which came out, I believe, in 1995. So it's been about 25 years since the original, and I think no better other person could have been selected than LeBron James. In this rendition of things, LeBron James is the obviously the main character of the story, where he is going against Don Cheadle's character, who is an AI, and he actually takes a hold of his son. In order to get his son back, him and the Toons must battle for his son and their place in the world. If LeBron James and the Toons do not beat this AI, they will be trapped in this AI world forever. So that's like a brief premise of it. Now, a lot of people have kind of been trashing this movie, and I will say there were some pros and a lot of cons about this movie, but I think a lot of people kind of missed the underlying theme of kind of the true essence of what this movie stands for. First of all, I will say is that everyone that's kind of bashed this movie is, you have to keep in mind that this is a kids movie. It's not going to be 100% serious or the best acting in the world. That's not who it's made for. It's made for children. So I really need people to take that in mind, that it's for kids. It's literally freaking Looney Tunes, like Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, kids. Now the things that the pros are, I love the story kind of with LeBron and his son, kind of the dynamic they had between father and son, kind of, which I think a lot of people kind of overshadow and overmiss that. Kind of him always pushing his son, wanting the best for him, but at the same time not really getting not really getting the true essence of who his son was and what the things his son really wanted to do. His son really didn't want to play basketball. He wanted to do what he wanted to do, and his father, being the best player in the world, thinks that he should follow in his footsteps instead of doing what he really wants to do. I think a lot of people miss that underlining story of it, and kind of the coming together at the end, how they kind of came back together and got on the same page as a father and son duo. Like I said, I think a lot of people kind of that missed everyone, kind of like that underlining story arc of the, I thought that was kind of interesting. I was like Jesus Christ, that's like my brother and his son. Like he just like he's a basketball nut, and I could just see a lot of people kind of, that's a lot of father and son duo, especially if your father played basketball, or when they want the best for their son, they want them to be in the NBA, they want them to do basketball camps and all that. And sometimes you put so much added pressure on your son that they kind of be like, I really don't want this. It's not what I really want to do. So I think a lot of people kind of miss that story arc behind it. But the other kind of cons was they did throw a lot at you. I'm not gonna act like that didn't happen. Like, at one point, you get the arc of LeBron has to play this AI to get his son back, but like a lot of the things weren't very cohesive as the actual game. Like, you got one, they're scoring like 500 points, and it's based off a video game how they're playing this game instead of the original. But they start throwing a lot at you parts, like when they're actually at the game. And there's also another underlying story with the Toons and how they're all kind of separated, and how LeBron has to go around through different kind of Warner Brother properties to get all these kind of characters to bring them back to create this team, instead of getting like the people he really wants. He basically gets the Toon Squad, and they go to like different Warner Brother property movie, like The Matrix, or or a Mad Max Fury Road. Like, they go in there to get these characters. They're all separated through all the Universal, all the Warner Brother Galaxy. Now, like me as a movie buff, I can really appreciate that, because I knew pretty much every movie they were going to. But in the long gist of it, it was a little overwhelming, because it like they spent like 30 minutes almost getting these characters together, instead of just kind of keeping the story short and sweet and getting to the actual game. Like, you could really actually skip all that and get to the game, and you wouldn't be confused. So, but I will say the other pros was like the graphics were amazing, and LeBron James acting really wasn't that bad. Like, people make it seem like he was doing an Oscar award winning movie. Like, I don't remember Michael Jordan's presence being like that great either. Like, I mean, his performance, but like I said, it was what it was. But like I said, I enjoyed the movie. Was it better than the original? In my personal opinion, no. But like I said, this was really a kids movie for the kids, and that's one thing that's one thing like at certain movies you can kind of really dog in on and tell them this, but like a kids movie that's built for kids should be kind of seen as that, a kids movie, and but like I said, but the only other knock I will put on this movie is the runtime was extremely long. It was almost 2 hours. I think they could have cut off 20 minutes and they would have been fine. But like I said, all in all, wasn't the best movie, wasn't the worst movie. I mean, I've seen horrible movies, and this was not one of them. But drop those comments, guys. Let me know what you guys thought about this movie. Have you seen Space Jam? What'd you think of it from the original? Did you like the original better, or did you like Space Jam: New Legacy better? Drop those comments, and if you guys love movie reviews, TV show reviews, Snicker reviews, think about subscribing to the channel. Give me a like. I would highly appreciate that, and also subscribe. Until next time, guys. This movie X is out.